the Chang Royale with the throwing pan such as put us in. But the goals for his eight and follow the devil. Oh, double the rock, again his art. Cross the wild 58, Nicholas Sansu.
In a league where size and skill don't always go hand in hand, Karl-Anthony Towns has redefined what it means to be a big man in the modern NBA. A 7-footer with guard-like handles, a deadly three-point shot, and unmatched versatility, Towns is not just a player, he's a prototype for the future of basketball. Karl-Anthony Towns Jr. was born on November 15, 1995, in Edison, New Jersey, to a Dominican mother, Jacqueline Cruz, and an African-American father, Carl Sr. From an early age, it was clear that Carl was something special, not just in his size, but in his mindset. His father, a former college basketball player and coach, introduced him to the game, and by the time he was in middle school, Carl was already training with high school and college-level athletes. Towns attended St. Joseph High School in Metuchen, New Jersey, where he was a dominant force on the court and an honors student in the classroom. He led his team to multiple state championships and even made headlines for being so academically advanced, he reclassified and took college courses while still in high school. In 2014, Towns took his talents to the University of Kentucky, where he played under coach John Calipari on one of the most talented rosters in NCAA history. Though he wasn't the leading scorer, his impact on both ends of the floor was undeniable. Kentucky went 38-1, losing only in the Final Four, and Towns impressed scouts with his footwork, defensive instincts, and touch around the rim. He declared for the 2015 NBA draft, and on draft night, the Minnesota Timberwolves selected him number 1 overall, a franchise desperately in need of a new face, a new leader, and a new era. They believed Towns could be all three. And he didn't disappoint. In his rookie season, Towns averaged 18.3 points, 10.5 rebounds, and nearly 2 blocks per game, showcasing elite skills and maturity far beyond his years. He was unanimously named the 2016 NBA Rookie of the Year, becoming the cornerstone of Minnesota's future. Over the next few seasons, Towns evolved into one of the most dominant offensive big men in the league. He developed a deadly three-point shot, ran pick-and-rolls with the finesse of a guard, and anchored the paint when needed. His ability to shoot, pass, and handle the ball at 7 feet tall was nearly unprecedented. By 2018, Towns was an NBA All-Star, averaging over 24 points and 12 rebounds per game. But despite his personal success, team wins were hard to come by. The Timberwolves struggled to break through in a tough Western Conference, and the franchise cycled through coaches, systems, and rosters. Still, Towns stayed committed. Then came 2020, the year that would test him more than any on the court ever had. Towns suffered an unimaginable loss when his mother, Jacqueline Cruz Towns, passed away due to complications from COVID-19. It was a devastating blow, one that he later revealed was followed by the loss of 7 other family members to the virus. Through his grief, Towns became a vocal advocate for public health awareness, using his platform not just to talk basketball, but to talk life, loss, and resilience. Even with all the pain off the court, he kept playing, kept fighting. And as the Timberwolves began building around a new core, adding Anthony Edwards and eventually Rudy Gobert, Towns remained the centerpiece. In 2022, Towns reminded the world of just how skilled he is. He not only earned another All-Star selection, but also shocked everyone by winning the NBA three-point contest, becoming the first center in league history to do so. It was symbolic, a 7-footer taking home a shooter's crown. But for Towns, it was just proof of what he'd been doing his whole career, breaking molds. On the floor, Towns is a stat machine. Multiple seasons averaging over 24 points and 10 rebounds, a career over 39% from 3, and countless double-doubles. But numbers don't tell the whole story. His leadership, especially after tragedy, has grown. His bond with teammates has deepened. And in 2023 and 2024, he played key roles in helping Minnesota make serious playoff pushes, challenging the league's elite. Off the court, Towns is thoughtful and grounded. He's in a high-profile relationship with model Jordan Woods, supports various charities, and has spoken openly about mental health, family, and the responsibility that comes with being a role model. At just 28 years old, Karl-Anthony Towns is still writing his legacy. A 3-time